Ashtar Command, an insider's perspective, Dancing Dolphin. Received, Sunday, December 26, 2021. Dancing Dolphin, I would like to speak about the Ashtar Command, is that okay with you? Higher Self, yes, of course. Dancing Dolphin, thank you. Okay. This past week some disturbing information was released from two sources in spiritual circles regarding the Ashtar Command, and how it does not contact people on Gaia, period. Supposedly, anyone who has had contact with Ashtar, or has received a message from Ashtar has been duped, and is part of a PSYOP program to spread fear-based messages. I take offense to this for many reasons. 1. My blended daughter, Ashtara, is currently aboard the AC's New Jerusalem starship, and she has given me many messages for the people of Gaia regarding our blended children. 2. I have received a few messages from Ashtar, and they have all been love-filled. If they weren't, I would not have taken them, and I would not share them. 3. Two of my soul sparks who work with the Ashtar Command have been working with me on a novel, since 2009. They are basically dictating the fictional novel to me. 4. I have been aboard the New Jerusalem myself many times. I know Ashtar, and Sananda personally, and I have my own quarters there, because I visit so often. This is not intended to sound boastful, it is just truth. Could you please give us your perspective, dear Higher Self? Higher Self, I see that this has you upset, and I understand. This topic is, of course, very sensitive, and personal for you. I would love to speak with you about this tonight. As you learned many years ago in 1997, when you first read about the Ashtar Command, they are the military arm of the Galactic Federation, and are headed up by Ashtar, and Sananda. Ashtar is indeed his title, not his name. And Sananda is there, in one of his many roles, as a joint representative of the Ashtar Command, not to say that he is a military person, but he, and Ashtar together head up the Ashtar Command. The Ashtar Command has many ships. You have been on the New Jerusalem, and the Neptune. You, dear heart, do have a personal connection with the Ashtar Command. As you know, two of your soul sparks, Sharon, and Laolin, both work with the Ashtar Command, so, of course they will speak to you. These people you mentioned who recently talked about the Ashtar Command cannot speak for the Ashtar Command. They may think they know the general business of the Ashtar Command, but of course, they don't know everything. The Ashtar Command communicates with their soul sparks, and those who work with them on Gaia. Two of your soul sparks work with them in the future, and in the past, and in all kinds of timelines. Not to mention that your daughter, Ashtara, is currently serving with them. I can confirm that there indeed has been an Ashtar Command PSYOP running on Gaia. There have been negative energy influencers who have taken up the name Ashtar, and gave channeled messages to many people who were unsuspecting of the negative message. This of course was to darken the name. There have also been messages, rumors, and false information planted, and scattered about Gaia's alternate news outlets that the Ashtar Command was involved in trafficking of Gaia's humans in the space slave trade. This is false. As you know, when the Dark ran these negative PSYOP programs, they were doing it to besmirch, or smudge the name of whomever they were targeting, in this case, the Ashtar Command. They do this, because of the stellar role that the Ashtar Command is playing in the Earth's ascension. They are the military arm, they are the ones on the front lines taking care of various off-world militants who wish to harm Gaia, and all her peoples. The Ashtar Command was the front line to prevent this from happening. There are many operations where the Ashtar Command worked with the space fleet of Earth to defeat those who were attacking Mars and Jupiter bases. They were trying to get to Earth. So, the Ashtar Command has excelled in stellar operations. They of course, do not look for adulation from Gaians at all. It is their service. They are in service to the one Creator, they are doing their job, and do not look for anything from Gaians. They are working in partnership with the Galactic Federation of Light, so that is their role, it's what they do. It is because of your personal connection to members of the Ashtar Command that you have been in contact with them, and you visit the New Jerusalem regularly. You have your own quarters there, visit your daughter, and Sananda, and Ashtar allows you to come on the command deck whenever you wish. You have a role there as your current dancing dolphin self. At this time, you aren't aware of what it is, and that is how it is meant to be for now. So, your intuition on the news of this past week is correct. You've taken a few messages from Ashtar, and he has communicated with you. Daughter Ashtara is indeed draining for the position of Ashtar, as many others are. And that's the way it has always been. You cannot just train one person for that position. It is a massive amount of responsibility, so many beings are in training for that role. They work their way up, and learn along the way with fantastic mentorship and training. Whomever succeeds in that position has had a village in getting there, they have had much support, and that's how it works. Dancing Dolphin, thank you, dear higher self. I did reread the Ashtar messages that I have received over the years, and the one that I posted on my blog, and they are not fear-based. I feel badly for those people who thought they really were talking to Ashtar, but weren't. Higher self, yes, channeling is not easy. One must always do their spiritual protections, and state their intent, so that only those of the light may come through them. That is what this one, Dancing Dolphin, does, and that is the way to do it. Only those of the light may speak through me. Command it, and make it so. That way, only those of the light may speak with you. That's how it works. That is a heads up to anyone who wants to try channeling. Everyone can do it. You most likely do it very often, and don't realize it. In your everyday conversations, if you offer advice, it might be coming from your own higher self. Just make sure that when you are making the choice to channel, when you sit down, and are intending to receive a message from a certain being, that you first put your spiritual protections in place. Dancing Dolphin note: there are many methods of spiritual protection available online. Please research, if you aren't familiar with them. Then invoke that only those of the light may come to me, speak with me, speak through me, or give me a message. Call on all your spirit guides, angel protectors, and you will be protected. Dancing Dolphin, thank you so very much, higher self. I am sharing this very personal message with the world, because I wished to stand up for those like me who have a soul spark in the Ashtar Command, or works with them directly, and have communicated with members of the Ashtar Command. The information that the Ashtar Command absolutely does not communicate with anyone on Gaia is untrue, and needed to be refuted. Soul Spark. One of our many lives. Past, present, and future versions of ourselves throughout time and space, which are all happening now. We can connect and talk with them. Try it.